Hey, ARESxGOD here, and it's time to talk about Undead Unluck. And this episode we have rules are meant to be broken, Honkai Star Rail reference, but it's a build-up episode for things to come, starting a training arc, and we're probably going to get some big reveals and answers with the way this episode ended, and I'm very excited for what's to come. But anyway, let's get into this episode and the new character that we got, a huge eccentric dose, let's put it that way. Now, the episode started and I was a bit confused. I'm like, wait, did I miss something? Was there a scene from last episode that I missed? We have Andy, Fuko, the Hunters, Rip, Latla fighting Autumn there, and somehow Fuko dies, like she actually dies, but then it's, I'm like, this has to be a dream, a vision, something. The more I was watching, and then it's revealed that it is a vision with Anno, the author of the manga that we had from last episode. He got a vision of a future or something. I'm still not sure how exactly his powers work. And I was wrong, he seems to be a guy from, I thought he was going to be a girl. But then we have the meeting, Andy and Fuko going to meet him, and I kind of like him. Like, we had Andy and Fuko sitting on that bench there. Hey, if it's gonna turn into a fight, we're gonna do this and that, and planning around how this meeting is gonna go. And he just casually strolls in, picks up their manuscript, starts reading it, enjoying. Hey, this is criticizing. Yeah, it's good. This needs improvement. Both of them didn't realize. Like, I'm starting to like him, but I feel like he's very powerful, to say the least. Now, he says he has the answers, but there's going to be a price. We're not sure exactly where the price is going to be, because we have Autumn interrupting them. He's able to summon spider monsters there, and Anno's able, like we saw it, we can see it in a lot of anime series and things like that, some reality manipulation with drawings, in a way, like he's able to summon guillotine by drawing it, and he cuts the spider even though he gets a lot of goo on him. I like his personality, very eccentric, very in your face, happy-go-lucky, like a bit delusional in a way. He kind of puts everybody in his space. You're not gonna be able to do your own thing with him around. And he has a request, which I kind of like. He says, show me the ultimate end that I won't see coming. Like, he's probably bored out of his mind being able to predict the future with everything. He wants something to surprise him. That's the feel I got from him. Now, he wants to talk. He can teleport in a way. He instantly, Andy tried to threaten him, give me answers. He teleports away. Wants to talk about their manga before the fight with Autumn. But here is where we have a bit of action. Fuko rushes instantly to help somebody screaming for help. And I know why she did it. She still feels guilty after what happened with the zombies there. What I didn't like, they showed us pretty much a full recap, probably, of the teacher getting zombified there. One scene, one frame would have been enough. Please, I get it. I don't know, the pacing sometimes just but yeah, he has a bit of complex of that and guilt, but they can't defeat Autumn. It's way too much for them at this point. And apparently Autumn feeds on human biography. I didn't know what that meant. And we have Andy and Fuko versus Autumn. Crimson Bullet doesn't work. They're way outclassed in this fight here. But we have the reveal, how exactly the powers work. Autumn kills that guy that was asking for help and makes his head into a book. And I'm like, okay, so it's feeding like on life stories, on experiences, on memories, or something. And just calls that guy boring and probably eats him alive, sort of book live, I don't know, but that guy is dead there. And we have even Andy gets his leg turned into books, but he cuts it off, so he's not incapacitated there. And here is something really interesting, which I liked quite a lot. This is why kind of rules are meant to be broken. Anno telling them while they're fighting, you're too caught up in the rules and assume things work in a certain way. I'm paraphrasing a bit, and I'm thinking there's a lot more to how the power system works, how the rules are work. Maybe when you're, hey, if I pour water, it's just gonna go down. Maybe if you think about it in a different way, it's gonna go also in a different way. And also how their power works, telling them you like imagination. I'm curious if there's another way to use their powers. Fuko's unlock, Andy's regenerative powers, because we also saw it with Victor. He was able to maintain cut body parts of him longer and kind of create those clones. That's gonna come a bit later on with Andy and Victor, but I'm really curious what Anno meant with that, and of course curious about his power, how he's able to predict the future. Probably the artifact allows him to manifest everything he wants. He's able to summon that scythe, he cuts off his arm and he's able to manifest Andy's arm in a way and uses Andy's powers for himself and shoots an amplified crimson bullet, calls it volcano bullet, and that one is actually able to leave a mark on Autumn. Like, okay, this guy is very strong there. Then he summons a plane to get him out of their tactical retreat, and he says he can only materialize only one drawing at a time, but his arm won't regrow. So he did something very extreme to get their attention and trust. I hope there's gonna be a way for him to get his arm back there. I kind of like him. And he says time to start training, so we're probably gonna have a training arc. Takes them to his house slash basement. That kind of feels like a basement there than a house. And I really like his personality. He's like, yeah, we need to report to Juice, so he knows pretty much everything. Ask permission to train them, this and that. Juice instantly, no, I don't trust. But he also has a gambler would be an understatement. He likes to take risks quite a lot. The gambler analogies there, and I like how Fuko screams in his ear to communicate to Juice, I trust him, I trust Sensei. And then Andy at the same time, let's go with this. He's probably deaf after that. The comedy is there. I'm really liking the characters. But what was interesting for me was how Andy phrased it. He wants to grow more powerful. He was always curious about the difference in strength between him and Victor. And this is why I'm curious. Maybe there's a different way to use their powers. Also find out more about his past with Victor and everything there. Juice finally agrees, saying, promise me one thing, you're gonna come back safe and capture Autumn there. So this is also for them to get to know each other more, themselves, and together and grow more powerful. And the way they're gonna do it is actually use Autumn to their advantage, because Anno summons the claw of Autumn, starts cutting Andy to turn him into books, and he just turns not in one book, not in two, not in three, in like quadrillion. I don't know how many books there. He goes into outer space with the book stack. So overall, a setup episode, a build up for things to come. I don't know where the story is going to go, but I'm enjoying it quite a lot. I have so many questions, even more after this. I'm liking Anno, the new character that we have here. It's a pen name. We don't know his real name yet, but I'm intrigued, very intrigued, and I do want to see some power-ups for Andy and Fuko. I kind of like that they weren't able to instantly fight Autumn. It feels like these 4 Yumas, the seasons Yumas, are a lot more powerful than the previous ones. And of course I'm curious about Billy, I'm curious about God, I'm curious about Andy's past, Fuko's with her unlock, a lot of things there. So yeah, can't wait for next week. Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought about the episode. How are you feeling so far with the story? Of course, no spoilers if you have read the source material. Don't spoil anything that is not in the anime. Just let me know how is the adaptation so far. And is it just me or the pacing? I really hope they work on the pacing a bit more, and there's no way to solve this. So many plot lines that we have here in just season 1, we 100% need season 2. Hopefully it's going to happen. We're going to talk more about that when we get to the last episode. But as always, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, helps me quite a lot. and you guys get the latest videos on the series that I follow. Make sure to check out the podcast Because Anime, episodes weekly. I'm gonna see you again on the next one. Bye bye.